Okay guys, check this out. Charging capacitor is installed, and also transistor, if you can see it. I don't want to turn the light on because I don't want to erase any of the ROMs or anything like that, but the one that's sticking up right there, it looks different than the other. That's the transistor that was bad. I tested all the other ones in the column out, and with the board out, all of them tested good. So just replaced the one that was bad. Also, when I had the board out, I saw a really bad job of whoever put this top chip in here did a really bad job, and one of the legs was busted completely off, and at least two of them were bent together, touching each other, probably not even making contact inside where it plugs in, and another one was bent underneath. It definitely wasn't making contact. And then somebody put a socketed chip over here. It looks like that's aftermarket, like somebody added that on. And one of the legs on that was bent underneath the chip. So I straightened all the ones out that were bent, and the one that was broken, I actually cut an extra leg off of an old transistor that I had, or something that looks like a transistor, and I soldered it on to where it was supposed to go and lined everything up and plugged it back in. But it's just amazing that this thing worked. I probably played like over 100 games on this thing so far, and I've only had one issue, and that's when I got to Taurus season. The sound started glitching out a little bit, but other than that, like out of those 100 and some times, it worked fine. As far as I know, nothing ever went wrong. So it's just amazing how bad the boards can be, or how bad the chips can be on these things, and they still just keep going. Kind of surprised me. Now, this isn't the very first time I turned it on. I actually did some testing before this, and I made another video, and when I first turned it on, I saw open the coin door on the display, which I kind of think, if I remember correctly, that means that there's a issue with one of the ROMs or whatever. But I just figured, since I installed the charging capacitor, and I haven't left it on yet, I don't know how long I have to leave it on for it to fully charge, that maybe it's just because it's resetting all the settings and everything like that. So I did a little test and just put the batteries in and turned it on, and the message went away. It didn't say open the coin door anymore. So I took the batteries out, and once the battery's out, it says it. So I think it has something to do with the charging capacitor hasn't had enough time to charge yet. You'll see here.
Right back.
Open it up. Boots right up. Now I have all the balls out. But as you can see, the rescue light now blinks on and off. The helicopter light doesn't blink, but it's probably because it's blown out, because it was on. Or there it went. I know the earthquake down here is out, and I actually took the bulb out. And Stephanie blew out too, so as well, along with the G and the K. So pretty much all the ones that were staying on, I guess, just because they were on constantly, they weren't meant to be on with the general illumination. That just got to it and made them burn out pretty quick. But as you can see, everything's working good. Transistor fixed my issue. Everything's blinking on and off. It should. Got a couple bulbs I got to replace. Also did another little easy quick mod. I figured the lights on top of the Scarab are like a yellow and red. So, well, I have all red lights in here. So I got a yellow lens and red lens there, and a yellow lens and red lens there. And then I figured, just for the cop that's on the show, I forget what his name was, the black cop, I'd put a red, white, and blue lens. So I did that mod. And I also replaced the flipper return springs, because they were returning kind of slowly and didn't return as good as they should. I got a bunch of parts from Pinball Life. Got extra springs for the drop targets, couple header pin connectors. Got 3 extra drop targets again. I just replaced the ones that are in there, but I figured might as well stock up on them, because I'm sure they probably need replaced often. And then I got the TI P102s, I think. And then the TIP, yeah, those are the 102s. And I got some of the 42s to replace the ones in the column. If they ever would go bad, I have some now. But that's pretty much it. Everything's working. Thanks for helping me out with it. And I'll make a video once I get everything put back together. Thanks.